Good morning, SKN. I'm Jamey Morris.
And I'm Cortenta Carty.
We want to welcome you back to Good Morning SKN after that enjoyable holiday weekend for those of us here in the Eastern Caribbean. It was indeed a treat to be working a 3-day work week. We look forward to the next one, and we're really glad that you're here with us this morning.
We now begin with the latest in local news. This from SKNIS. Prime Minister and Minister of Health, the Honorable Dr. Terence Drew, brought cheers and joy just in time for Christmas to the patients, medical team, and support staff of the 3 hospitals here on St. Kitts, namely the Mary Charles Hospital in Molyneux, the Poxon Medical Center in Sandy Point, and the Jane France General Hospital in Bastille. Prime Minister Dr. Drew was accompanied on his Christmas visit to the health institutions today, Friday. He was accompanied on his visits on Friday, December 23rd, by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Dolores Stapleton Harris, and Director of Health Institutions within the Ministry of Health, Dr. Jensen Morton. At his first stop at the Mary Charles Hospital, Prime Minister Dr. Drew said, and quote, "I want to wish all those who are interned here all the best for the season and a speedy recovery, and hope that the numbers go down to 0 because everyone would have recovered," end quote. The Honorable Prime Minister also stressed the importance of the Mary Charles Hospital in ensuring the adequate and efficient delivery of healthcare services to citizens and residents.
I suspect that he did not don his Santa hat for any of those pictures that we saw, but in any event, he brought cheer anyway. Moving on, this from SKNIS. The Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force, the RCNPF, has continued its tradition of making a financial contribution to the Salvation Army with the handing over of a check on December 22nd. Commissioner of Police Hilroy Brandy was pleased to present Major Roxroy Campbell, pastor at the Salvation Army, with the donation, which was geared towards bringing much-needed supplies to others this Christmas. For several years, the Royal St. Christopher and Nevis Police Force has responded to the annual welfare appeal made by the Salvation Army during the holiday season. The money was collected from police officers and civilian staff who work with the organization. Major Campbell thanked the Commissioner for the contribution. He explained that the Salvation Army was not able to meet its target this year, but was happy to give whatever it could with the assistance received. This is a heartwarming story as well.
Yeah.
It's great that they made that contribution.
Indeed. We continue now. This from Win Media. Royal Utilities will be pumping water into the public distribution network over the next few months to assist the government of St. Kitts and Nevis in providing the well-needed commodity to the community. The Minister of Utilities, the Honorable Conrad Maynard, during a video presentation on Friday, December 23rd, updated the general public on the short-term strategy that has been negotiated to address the water crisis in St. Kitts. He said, and quote, "Today is a very important day in our history as we work out water strategy in the short term. I mentioned in my budget presentation and in my video recently that we were engaging with Royal Utilities to come to an agreement of sharing the excess or providing excess desalination water from their plant that usually supplies St. Kitts Marriott Hotel. I am pleased to announce that the government and Royal Utilities have formalized that agreement. On December 22nd, we started testing it out and pumped the excess desalinated water into our water system right here in Frigate Bay." That's a good move, but we still have to remember to turn off the tap.
I don't think we have to remember to turn off the tap. I think the tap turns off itself.
My God.
That is the truth. That is our reality,
rough,
but at least strides are being made to address it one way or the other. All right, it's time for a check of our local weather. It's going to be sunny with a high of 80 degrees and a low of 73 degrees Fahrenheit. More Good Morning SKN on the other side of this break.
Get gifting now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. Time now for regional news. This from Loop Caribbean. 6 women who gave birth on Christmas Day at the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation GPHC were the recipients of care packages from First Lady Arya Ali when she visited them at the maternity ward. According to the Department of Public Information, Ali brought them season's greetings, good wishes, and the care packages, which contained baby supplies and diapers. She thanked sponsors of the hampers for their contributions, naming DeCinco Trading Limited, Sleepy Diapers, and Twins Manufacturing Limited. She also extended season's greetings to all present. Chief Executive Officer of GPHC, Robbie Rambaran, said the visit from the First Lady is an honor, not just to the mothers and their babies, but to the staff of the hospital. She said, quote, "We look forward to it, and the staff look forward as well, to when leaders come and compliment them, to give them support and wish them a Merry Christmas. Christmas is a joyous time of the year, so it's always a pleasure to have her here," end quote. Mothers who had given birth prior to Christmas Day also received care packages, so no one was left.
Yeah, that's very sweet of them. We now continue with international news. Families rejoice after years of separation as China ends inbound quarantine. This from CNN. China's partial reopening has been met with an outpouring of joy and relief from citizens, both the hundreds of millions isolated inside the country for the past 3 years and those overseas separated from their loved ones. Authorities announced Monday that starting January 8, China will drop quarantine requirements for all international arrival, its most significant move yet in transitioning away from its stringent zero-COVID policy. The border remains largely closed to foreigners apart from a limited number of businesses or family visits, though the government signaled Monday this could loosen too. For many Chinese nationals abroad who have been unable to return or unwilling to endure the lengthy quarantine, the news meant they could finally go home, a bittersweet victory after much sacrifice. Finally, everybody can live their normal life, said one Chinese national living in New York who hasn't been home for 4 years. She called the separation very painful, saying several of her family members and the beloved pet dog she grew up with had died during that time. Oh, I feel for the dog, and she didn't get to be there. I remember my time when my dog passed on. But I'm happy that they're actually, not being that stringent and letting people come home because we need to see our families. It's only fair.
No offense to dog lovers out there, but several of her family members died as well. So that is...
You see all of that she missed.
Well, that's all that we have for the latest for today. We'll be back in a moment with a very interesting interview, and you'd want to stay tuned to find out who it is. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
Get gifting now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
Yeah.
An exotic experience. I going out tonight. I got a hot date. He older than me, but I don't care. I like what he telling me. He say I look sweet and ting. What? You want me go home with him? Nice. Boy, I wonder if I'm ready for this. I notice he ain't got a condom, but I gonna go ahead, see? He might think me ain't like him or trust him. Plus, this my first time. Nothing gonna happen to me. Lord, how could I let this happen? I ain't ready for no child. Who can support me and my child? My man gone jail and mommy and daddy said they ain't gonna help. I all on my own. How could I be so careless? I wish I could go back to that now. But my education on hold. How could I let this happen? Don't let this happen to you. Contact the Department of Gender Affairs to find out about confidential offices and personnel available to answer questions about your sexuality or pre- or postnatal concerns.
This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
The Miss Black International Ambassador pageant exists to give Black women globally the chance to serve as ambassadors of change and to encourage, empower, and enlighten communities, states, and nations. Our very own Jackiema Flemming recently won the title of Miss Black International Ambassador 2022 to 2023, and she is here with us, fortunately for us, to tell us all about this experience and so much more. Welcome, Jackiema, to GMS Scan.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here. Good morning, SKN. I'm so happy to be greeted by the warm staff here at Studio 327.
All right, thank you so much for that. Well, let's start our conversation talking about your journey to this crown, one of several,
Yes.
but this crown. Let's talk about that.
So yes, I am the current Miss Black International. As you mentioned, it's a global pageant that is really geared towards empowering, educating, and uplifting Black women all around the world. To be quite honest, I never thought that I would be an international queen, but I'm happy that I have this opportunity, and I plan to use my platform to bring more awareness to all of the issues that are really plaguing us, not just as Black women, but as a Black community on a whole.
Nice. So can you tell us some of your preparations and the pageant segments that you won?
Okay, so with this international competition, I'm not really sure what segments I won. The nature of the pageant is sort of like just advancing to the next level. Okay. So there's preliminaries, semifinals, and then finals. So as you advance, you know, well, you've made it through the first round or the second round. Okay. And then ultimately, based on the number of points you would have been allotted from the final round, that's when they're able to determine, well, you're the queen or you're first runner-up, second runner-up. Okay. My first runner-up, I think, was Miss Australia. And I do remember Cameroon as well being in the top 3.
Oh, nice.
All right. Sounds like a very interesting competition that you survived. You were able to win that crown. So congratulations.
Congratulations again.
The representation there. One of the things that you said earlier was about pinpointing the issues that we face, Black women in particular, and then you said not only that. Can you give us a sense of what those issues are?
Okay, so there are a ton, but my personal platform, the agenda that I've been pushing through this entire competition is bridging the gap in our society between the abled and the differently abled, not disabled. We have to eradicate that term now. This is so because I am an individual with a disability of my own. I have Marfan syndrome, and this affects the heart and the eyes. So for a while, I was diagnosed as legally blind. I had an intraocular lens implant. I wear glasses, so it's not as bad now. But I do remember feeling the stigma, the segregation in my classroom, just in my community on a whole, because of my disability. And I know that, of course, when you're coming from a place where there are not as much resources, in other places it is extremely hard, because you're not only having to deal with the lack of resources, but the segregation and everything that comes along with it, just because there are other issues in your environment that are taken first priority. So for me, pushing my platform through Niche, which is my Disability Awareness Foundation. It's a nonprofit, started in 2015. I've been able to bring more awareness to the disabled community, our Black communities, and apart from that, education through edification. That's my other platform. I'm a first-gen university attendee, soon to be graduating in 2023. Jesus' name. So education is very, very important to me. I taught for a while before my stint at National Bank, for those of you who remembered me from there. But teaching has always been a passion for me. I've always loved education. And I've always understood that education really is the key to success, especially when you're coming from a low socioeconomic background, when you're from a background of poverty. You really need education as a tool to get you out. If it's not athletics, if it's not entertainment, then education really is the way to go.
Well, congratulations on all that you've attained thus far, and you will graduate in 2023.
Yes.
So what are some of your goals as an ambassador for 2023?
All right. So a lot of being a global ambassador, includes traveling and, again, bringing awareness to your campaign, and at the same time, the agenda and the campaign of the Miss Black International Ambassador, Inc. So, for example, they sponsored my trip here. I really wanted to come back home because COVID and everything, I've been homesick. And that's actually one of the reasons why I chose to attend UVI. I love the proximity, the affordability, and the intimacy in the classroom. So they sponsored my trip home. I told them, of course, I miss Carnival. We're going to be outside again. I want to be able to participate. So they were like, okay, sure, we're going to sponsor your trip home. Go do what you need to do. We're going to support you in that effort. We have some upcoming campaigns, some workshops that we're going to be doing starting from the US in Atlanta, where the show headquarters is. We are going to be making some appearances through BET. We have the New York Fashion Week coming up for next year. There's a whole bunch of stuff on our ideation board that we're planning to put forward. So a lot of it includes traveling, bringing more awareness, of course, and all of that.
You say we, so there's a whole team behind
Yes,
you. Okay.
it's a team, but I would like to think of us more as a family. There are different categories for this pageant. So there is a Mrs. for married woman. There's a Miss. There's a Miss, which is my category, and there's a teen. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. There is so much to talk to you about, but I want to stick in, of course, as we talk about your studies at the University of Virgin Islands. Tell us about the degree that you were pursuing and also your membership as part of the Student Government Association.
Yes. I know a lot of persons, when they think of me or they hear my name, pageantry really comes up. But I'm actually really interested in politics, in policy, in governance, and leadership. So I am SGA president at the University of the Virgin Islands. I'm going into my second year now. I do plan to rerun, so look out for my campaign soon. I'm studying marketing and data science. I love teaching, as mentioned before, but during my time at the bank and my exposure through pageantry, I've been able to do some work through marketing. I realized, like, oh my God, this is really fun. I should be a marketer. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do my marketing degree. But with the way things are going now, the impact of technology and globalization, data science is a new discipline, and it's really good for just about any field that you're in. You can apply it to medicine, you can apply it to business, to finance, because it's really all about using data to make sure that you're making the best decisions possible for the project that you're managing. So I thought, well, with the way things are going now with AI, with Web 3.0, it would be really, really good to implement data science into marketing so that you can have better results. And then, of course, UVI just recently launched their construction management associates, and I wasted no time taking that up because I do have an interest in project management as well. Construction is trending.
I like that. Construction is trending. I like that so much. So we speak of UVI, and I see when you speak of UVI, you speak of it with great passion.
Oh, yes.
So how has your experience been at UVI thus far?
And I'm trying to bring words. I'm lost for words because, like I mentioned before, I always knew that I wanted to attend UVI because of the proximity, the intimacy, and the affordability. But I emphasize the affordability part because let me tell you, again, when you're coming from a low socioeconomic background, it's really important that you're able to afford education. I think that I'm able to do that, and not just an affordable one, but a quality one. I love UVI because it is the only HBCU in the Caribbean, but apart from that, it's small, but it allows you to be big. If you get what I'm saying, that small but Talawa kind of vibes. Yes. Okay. So I've just had many opportunities that has really impacted me at UVI in a positive way. I've really honed in on my leadership skills. I always knew that I was intelligent, but the academic challenges have been really good for me to challenge myself and to build myself. Apart from that, academic-wise, everything is good, but then I also love the opportunities just to be outside of the classroom and excel as well. For example, at UVI, because it's the only HBCU in the Caribbean, we have a lot of opportunities to take part in pitch competition and business ideation and innovation challenges, which is something I totally love. So I've taken part in a few innovation challenges sponsored by Stanley Black & Decker, Apple, just a lot of companies, major companies, and just having the ability to ideate with teams from other HBCUs and to bring something to the table and to be a part of a winning team. They understand that UVI has a lot of talent. So I'm happy for all the opportunities that I've been able to get through UVI, and not just being an ambassador for my school, but through that, I was able to move on to the National HBCU competition. I won that one, and it's just been great. If you're thinking of going to school and you haven't taken the step yet, I am telling you, now is the time. And I'm not paid by UVI, but you should consider UVI. It's definitely worth it.
Nice.
I've never had to fight with a queen before. I don't want to do it now.
You're going to bring in UE here? You're going to bring in UE. I mean, well, UE is good too, but UVI is the way to go.
You see, you're the guest, so I'll let you take this one, Jackiema. I'll let you take this one.
Okay.
All right, so let's talk about 2021, the Miss Universe of the Virgin Islands pageant. I said there were a lot of things that we had to talk about.
Yes.
Let's talk about that one.
Okay. Okay, so to be honest, guys, you know, like I've taken part in Miss St.kitts. I took part in my college show at CFBC. Quite a few shows I've done, and I thought after I made up my mind that, hey, going to school, here I come, that was going to be the end of my pageant journey. But to be honest, I'm one of those persons who view pageantry as a sport, and to be quite frank, means to an end. And I didn't have any intentions on really taking part in the pageant down there, but when the pandemic hit my pocket really hard as well. And if it's one thing that I've always learned is that when you enter pageants, a lot of people think that the crown is the ultimate takeaway. Not. And I'm a testimony that it's not. I've done so much and accomplished so much through pageantry. So when the opportunity comes my way, of course, I take advantage of that. And I needed the cash for school. So I love my school. I was like, you know what, I need this. I was really taking care of my family. I was spending a lot when the pandemic hit. My funds dropped, did the pageant. I wasn't sure if I was going to win, but I won. And then they were like, okay, now go to the National HBCU pageant. And I was like, okay, sure. That one was a bit more intimidating because, I mean, my university is small. And if you know HBCU culture, you know the HBCUs on the mainland, they don't play. They don't play. Like, you think I'm proud? You should see them. So, you know, going up against schools like Howard, Southern A&M, I mean, I was like, man, I'm not sure if I'm going to win this, but I won that one. VI Pageantry reached out to me about representing the Virgin Islands for Miss Black International. I was like, well, okay, sounds good. I do want to do my master's after, so let's do this. Did that, won that. So it's just been quite a journey since Miss UVI. I didn't anticipate, you know, holding 4 titles in the span of 2 years, but it's God, I would say. It's God, and it's been working out.
That's
great.
nice.
Congratulations to you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There would have been some pageants that you would have entered that you would not have captured the crown.
Oh, yes.
And I know those were the past ones leading up to this. Did you feel discouraged and at any point in decide I'm not going to do pageantry anymore? Okay.
No. So for Miss St. Kitts, I came second runner-up. I won my CFBC.
Okay.
Won my title there. I did Miss Swimwear.
Yes.
I won that one. It's National Carnival Swimwear. My apologies. I just judged that last night.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Did Miss Labor when I was in high school, second runner-up again. I've had a lot of second runner-ups before my crowns and some crowns in between. But as mentioned before, like I've never felt discouraged because I've always learned that the crown isn't exactly the ultimate gift. I've gained employment opportunities through pageantry. I've been able to afford being able to go to college because of pageants. I've been able to build because of pageants. So invest, like I've always used my winnings, my networks to really just push myself in the right direction. And I've been able to accomplish all of this through pageantry. I also think of myself as a recruiter because, you know, a lot of persons still hold that really negative connotation that, you know, pageantry exploit women. Truth is, it's the other way around. As a woman, you can exploit pageantry for your own good, for your own self-development. And again, I think of it as a sport, but a sport that really allows you to be your ideal self, because unlike all the other sports or discipline, with pageantry, you have to do everything. You have to be fit. You have to be well-rounded, talented, be able to communicate, to socialize, to be more than just for yourself, but for your community. So it's the ideal platform for the ideal person to become their ideal self.
I love that.
I wish we had more time.
Oh man, we're running out. I'm talking a lot. I
No,
tend
you're
to
not.
talk a lot,
No,
guys.
you're
I'm
not.
sorry.
No, you're not.
Fine.
Exactly.
It's us. We need to have more time when we're talking with people like you, but we thank you anyway for sharing the morning.
Yes,
Pleasure
indeed.
catching up with you.
Thank you.
And
It was a
hopefully this
pleasure.
won't be our last conversation with you.
I
Maybe
know.
we'll catch you before you go back or even when you're there. So we'll see. All right, and congratulations again on
Thank
being
you.
Yeah.
Yes, I watch you guys all the time. You guys are awesome.
Thank
thanks.
you. Aw.
All right, we'll be back in a moment with more GMS scans. Stay tuned.
Has anyone ever touched you here, or here? Well, these are actually bad touches, not good ones. And so, if anyone ever touches you in these areas or anywhere else that makes you uncomfortable, you must say no, then go and tell. Say it with me. Say no, then go and tell.
This message was brought to you by the Department of Gender Affairs in collaboration with Probation and Child Protection Services, the Ministry of Health, and the Pan American Health Organization.
You can lower your salt intake by reducing salty foods, removing table salt, and using salt alternatives when cooking.
Let's face it, most parents or guardians don't want to think about their teens having sex, let alone contemplate the possibility that they might get pregnant or get someone pregnant. Teenage pregnancy is a situation that involves female adolescents. A teenage female can be pregnant as early as age 12 or 13, although it is usually 14 and older. The fact that teenagers become pregnant is related to many factors. Here are some tips to decrease teen pregnancy. Teach teenagers comprehensive sex education. Target messages at teen boys, not just girls. Get the whole community involved. Encourage mentoring, parental involvement, and support. This message was brought to you by Project Viola through the Department of Gender Affairs with support from the Basic Needs Trust Fund and the Caribbean Development Bank.
You ever hear earthquake call and say, "Hello, Miss Lee, yes, it's me, earthquake, I coming Tuesday around 10? No, sir. Earthquake does arrive unannounced, and when it come, it shake all sense and sensibility out of we. Remain calm, stay inside, and do the DCH. Drop, cover, hold on. Once the shaking starts, you know it's earthquake. Make a quick move to a safe place. Don't run to the door, we are in the exit. Stairs might broke up or full of people. Elevator, avoid that, because you might get in and poof, power gone, and you're stuck in that box without ear. Take cover under a strong table or a bed, or crouch against an inside wall or in a corner, and cover your face and your head with your arms. Remember, DCH, drop, cover, hold on. Glass windows and doors, outside walls and doors in an earthquake, bad news. Take care yourself. Most injuries during earthquakes happen when something drop and hit people entering or exiting a building. Last thing, nobody run outside and ask, you feel it, you feel it? Remain calm, stay indoors until all the shaking stop, and do the DCH, drop, cover, hold on.
Morning. Good morning. This is Karen of Paris and Zippo from Paris, Vermont. I want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
Shit.
An exotic experience.
Get gifting now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
Greetings, my lovely people. I'm Chantel, residing in Taiwan. 12 hours time difference. It's nighttime here, morning time in SK. I'm busy and on the go. However, I always manage to keep up to date with what's happening in SK. All thanks to Good Morning SKN. Good morning SKN. Ciao, bango!
Yo, this is your boy Smiley of the Grandmasters Band and you're watching GMSKN. Hey, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just make sure you're watching GMSKN. What up?
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Representing for Good Morning SKN. We say good vibes, good energy, blessings and love. Voice rated.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN as we continue. The crowd for this year's Juve serves as a testimony as to how much our federation has missed Carnival. The Carnival Grand Parade and Last Lap are just about 1 week away. Yes, guys, a week away. Here with us now is Desiree Herbert, PRO of the Mass Rebelz. Yes, let me say this right. Mass Rebelz Carnival Troupe to tell us how they are gearing up for Parade Day. Good morning, Desiree, and welcome to Good Morning SKN.
Good morning, and good morning, all the people in SKN.
All righty. So I can sense the excitement. Is this your first year on the road?
Well, Mass Rebelz is fairly new. So yes, It is our first year on the road and we are hella exciting for this. Now, for people who don't know about Mass Rebelz, let me just give them an idea of what we are. Because this year, we are going to do Bacchanalia this year. And for those of you, Bacchanalia is like a wild, alcohol-soaked, deliciously rowdy thrill of a time. You want to party like the Asian festivals. We're going to celebrate with music. We're going to drink. We're going to dance. We're going to revel. We're going to have an experience like no other. We're going to call it Bacchanalia.
Wow.
Now, for this year, we did 3 sections. Minus the setbacks and everything that we had early on, we still decided to push through and come through because we wanted to participate for our first time in SKN. So we have 3 sections. We have hype, the madness, pure energy, vibes. We have an unrestrained section that we call Discord. Discord goes for $9.75, and with that you get your body suits, you get your hand pieces, your foot pieces, you get your waist bag, your pouch, your feathered back piece, everything that you need to have an experience on the road. You have your food and drinks unlimited for 2 days, and don't talk about the entertainment lineup. But we're gonna get to the entertainment lineup. We have another section that we call the Gods and Goddesses, where we party like we're gods and goddesses. We call it Olympus. Olympus goes for $850. You get to go and have that experience for 2 days, unlimited partying, food, drinks, the entertainment. There's a third section that we call Cosmic, where you can have endless possibilities. The vastness of the cosmos. If you're familiar with the cosmos, the vastness of it, it's limitless. So Cosmos goes for $750 and you get that package and you could have the 2 days experience for that. Now, apart from that, the road experience itself. Now, when you talk about Ibis, the Libis out of Antigua, you talk about Hellfire Sounds, EK, the Real Right, Equinox Sounds, and none other than the big bad Collision Band, the Teflon Band. Now, you know Collision Band running things now.
I like how you're promoting.
They're going to kill me for that, but Collision Band is one of the bands that are doing things for Carnival. So if you want to have that experience, Mass Rebelz will be having Collision Band on Parade Day, along with Ibis the Libis, Hellfire, Equinox, and Equi, the Real Right. So that is the road experience in itself. That's a hell of an experience on the road.
So, Desiree, I want to know, where is the Mass Camp located?
We are located in the McKnight Community Center, right next to the Irish Town Primary School. We're there every evening from 6 p.m. So anybody who wants to register, or if you have questions, or if you want to see the outfit, see the packages, feel free to come on down at the McKnight Community Center anytime from 6 p.m. Someone is always there to assist.
Desiree, I can see why you are the public relations officer, because you've come to us with so much energy and so much excitement concerning this. I have to say, looking at your costumes and knowing that you're a relatively new mass troupe, I'm curious to know what the process was like, if you could give us a sense behind the scenes to get such exquisite costumes together.
Well, it was tiring, but exciting at the same time. Being our first year on the road, we could not decide what we wanted to do because we wanted to have a different feel for Carnival, to bring something different here, other than the feathers and the normal stuff that we had. But then we had to reroute now to do the feathers because, you know, St. Kitts believe in feathers. You know, it's not Carnival without feathers. So then we just retweaked our outfits and add some feathers to it, kept the same concept, and voila, we had Bacchanalia.
Who came up with the name?
The founders did, actually.
Okay.
The founder is living here in St. Kitts. When she got the idea, she thought about the experience that she wanted people to have on the road. And she was like, Bacchanalia, the revel, the thrillness of it, alcohol everywhere, people partying, reveling in it. And then she was like, okay, Bacchanalia, this is it.
I have to say, you're doing a really good job selling it.
I know.
So, in case she's listening, you're doing a really fantastic job selling it.
Wow.
So let's talk a little bit, Desiree, about the registration process, because obviously, again, you're a relatively new troupe. What's the registration process like?
Well, the registration process, we have ample places where you could register. You could come to the McKnight Community Center and physically register there. There is also an online. There is JAD. We do the JAD app online. You could go to the JAD app and register there as well for those who want to do it online. Or you could just message any of the numbers that are on the flyers, and they will personally come to you and do the registration process for you.
Nice. You don't have to go.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Well,
I'm telling you.
Oh.
We are ready. We are ready.
Definitely you
and
are.
Just to show our appreciation, because we had a lot of sponsors come on board. So we have a lot of promotions that we want to run. We have a smart TV that we are raffling on the 3rd of January, right after Parade Day. So if anyone wants a chance to win that smart TV, registration now would be a good idea. Anyone who registered for the troupe has a chance to win that smart TV. We also have groups of 5. If you come with your girlfriends and you want to register more than 5 people, 5 or more, you get a 5% off on the registration cost. So those are things to look at as well.
Oh.
Okay, so you're doing a lot of promoting. I see, again, why you are the PRO. You're obviously selling it. I want to ask you about capacity for the different categories. What's the maximum number that you anticipate being able to provide for?
Well, we are trying to cut it off at 150 for each segment. So we're trying not to go over the top when it comes to the capacity. We want to make sure that everyone is well taken care of and we can assist for the amount of people that are registering.
In terms of how you are getting there, in terms of capacity percentage, how close are you to that 150 for each?
About 80%. So we are calling everyone now so we could fill the slot. And we've had some calls for people who can't afford the full package itself. We are doing a flash sale where they could get the 2 days experience for only $300. They'll get everything in the package except the feathers, the bodysuits, the handpiece, the footpiece, the food, the drinks, the music, $300.
Oh, wow. So when is this flash sale, Desiree?
This flash sale has begun. It began 2 days ago, and it will be going on right up until the day before Parade Day.
Okay, so the flash sale, does it have a time allotted to it? So say for 3 hours you can buy it for this?
No, it's running right up until the day before Parade Day.
Okay. All right, got you.
Yeah.
Well, Desiree, to your point that feathers are part of the carnival, feathers are also very expensive. It would seem, based on what you were telling me. But I do have to say, again, the costumes are so intricate. The concepts, as you explained, they're incredible. I think my favorite one, which is surprising because I fell in love with all of them, but my favorite one, I think might very well be Olympus.
Olympus? I love this chord.
Yes.
Oh, I love this chord though.
Olympus would be my favorite as well, even though I like the Discord and the Cosmic. I think the white and gold did something for me. So that would be my favorite, Olympus.
Yeah.
So we can expect to see you in that particular section on Carnival Day.
For sure, definitely, definitely.
You're absolutely right. The white and gold to me, and I love the way that they're all very different, by the way, because they appeal to a different cross-section of society each time. But when we come to that white and gold, there's something regal about it, something royal. So I guess that's why it got its name, along with the color, something godlike.
Olympus, yeah. The god and goddesses, yes.
Wow. What has the feedback been like so far from the people who have registered or the people who have had sight of these costumes? What are they saying about them?
Well, everyone seems to like it. Surprisingly, the Cosmic, however, has the most. People seem to like the Cosmic, I guess because it's bright, you know, the pink and the green, very bright and out there. So the feedback has been Cosmic so far. And then Discord would come a close second, yes.
Oh, and Olympus. Oh, sorry, Jamey.
Listen, we're godlike. That's all we know, right, Desiree? We're keeping it there.
So that's all that matters. That's all that matters, that y'all are godlike.
Even the gods have trouble convincing humans to buy into what they think, right? So it is what it is, Desiree. That's what
you need to go work with Desiree now because you are definitely selling Olympus. But I love. So anything that you're not telling us that the revelers can expect on the 2 days?
Well, apart from fun, lots of alcohol, lots of live music, great entertainment, I think we covered pretty much all of it. They can expect to have a time of their life because it's Bacchanalia.
Oh my God.
I want to be a fly on the wall, Desiree, because honestly, I'm thinking you have hit the ground running with this. You're selling it so effectively right now. I'm wondering if you have already begun to look forward to Carnival 2023, 2024.
Year 2.
Yes, yes. What we are doing right now is taking all the feedback, taking everything that we've got, seeing that it's our first time on the road, and trying to enhance it for the second time, because we're going to be doing this every year now. So we're going to take our feedback, take everything into consideration, and plan bigger and better for next year.
Wow. Any plans to have a Juve troupe going forward, though, along with your parade day troupe?
Possibly.
You heard it here first, guys. Nice, nice.
Very, very possible.
Like that.
Very, very possible. That's almost confirmation.
Yes.
That's almost confirmation, Desiree.
Indeed,
so
indeed.
Possible.
I like that.
What about this troupe, for those who are on the fence, because obviously people have choices. So how do you sell it to somebody that says, you know what, Mass Rebelz, this is the troupe that you want to participate in? What makes it different from all of the others? What's your vibe?
Well, the fact that it's different. It's a very friendly troupe where we invite one and all. Not saying that all the other troops don't. What we do is we try to go on experience. We try to go on the road. We try to sell the hype of it, the gods, the kings, just to do it different. And we pick out a whole entertainment line based on that would give that experience. So the experience would match what we're trying to do on the road when it comes to the music and trying to get people to have a time of their life. That's why we're selling it from that point, from the experience that you're going to get doing Bacchanalia on the road with Mass Rebelz.
Like that.
I've got to say, that's a name I'm not going to forget. Either Bacchanalia, neither Bacchanalia nor Mass Rebelz. I'm thinking you guys are a whole crew that's just going to light the place up with excitement, and we're going to notice you.
Yeah, looking forward to that part.
Yeah, I mean, we try to do everything. I mean, we are very budget friendly. We don't want to be over the top like, you know, the normal troops. We try to assist for those in the communities who want to come out and play. And, you know, it's not really in their budget and stuff like that. So we try to do a budget friendly troop with the same experience that you could have if you were in any other troop.
budget friendly, looking excellent, especially for my favorite part, which is the Discord, because I love the wings. I like the suit. It's giving me elegance.
Yes.
It's making me think about Morocco. Yeah. I just love
Yeah,
that.
Discord is nice. Discord is nice. The feedback has been great for Discord. Cosmic, the bright colors, we've gotten feedback about that. So yeah, we're getting there. We're excited. We have a few days left. You know, we want to do the raffle as soon as everything is over. We want to make sure that people have a time of their life. The experience is what counts. We want to hear from the revelers about the experience. That's all that matters to us.
Nice.
Well, like I said, you're going to be hard to miss. Desiree, yes. You are definitely going to be hard to miss. Guaranteed that you might have a problem now satisfying demand because you said you're up to about 150. That's your capacity.
Yeah.
Watch out for it. The next time we talk, you're probably going to tell me, you know what, Jamey, we had
so much.
We had more demand than we could supply.
Yes.
So after Carnival, you have to come back.
People have been gravitating now that the Juve is over and it's getting closer to Parade Day. They have been more gravitating now. So I guess they're waiting until it's almost time. So hopefully we can fill all the spots and come out and have a time of the life on the road.
Looking forward to seeing you, Desiree. Hearing all about it.
You guys.
Yes. And after Carnival, as I was saying before, come and tell us how it went and if you had any spillovers, et cetera, et cetera.
Absolutely. For sure. We will.
I just have to say, with all the alcohol that you've been selling, definitely there will be a spillover. More than one, Desiree. Just saying. Anyway, it has been our pleasure talking to you.
Indeed.
Thank you so much.
It's been my pleasure as well. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the road.
Yes, for
all
sure.
Right, we'll see. But we'll definitely see you. Definitely the Cosmic. All right, take care, Desiree.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
More GMSKN in a flash. Stay tuned.
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy business owners ready to make a pragmatic investment.
You can't help people if you can't help yourself. First you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Get gifted now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
Good morning. Good morning. This is Kayana Paris and Zippo from Paris, Vermont. I want to encourage y'all to sign on to Good Morning SKN every morning from 8 to 10 at Studio 327. Thanks.
Albert Einstein said, most people see what is and never see what can be. Jamey Mills is the exception to that rule with his Caribbean Athlete Leadership Unified Football Project, which allowed for children of the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School and the Irishtown Primary School to train and play football together in mixed teams. Welcome to Good Morning SKN, Jamey.
Good morning.
All right, it's a pleasure to talk to you, especially about something that is this important. But before we get into that, tell us about your time attending the Special Olympics School, where you graduated at the top of your class, 2006.
Yeah, I went to Special Olympics School because slow in learning. While I was there, I picked up a lot, played football, and after graduating in 2006, I then went to Project Strong. That's a community college where I'm the only Special Olympian went to community college and graduated at the top, where I graduated as a valedictorian, sorry.
That is great, Jamey.
Yeah.
That was absolutely great.
Right. So tell us about your experience playing football, because you seem like you love this sport. So your experience playing it, the countries you would have traveled to, the position you played, and how many games you won?
Well, I played back in Special Olympics. I played in the primary school champion football, where I played as a defender. Our team lost 2 games out of the whole allotted games, and where we win that champion trophy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And then we went on to Jamaica to play in the Special Olympics Caribbean Games, where we placed 4th. I think we lost. That's the only game, the semi-final game where we'd have gone on to the final. And that's the only game we had lost. Due to the keeper fault, where we tell him to step back on his line, and he came forward and they chipped the ball over your head and score in extra time.
Okay, so it was, got you. You had the strategy, just wasn't executed.
Yeah, it just wasn't executed right.
But that's a major those are major accomplishments, Jamey.
Yes.
Very proud of you. And I'm not athletic myself. I can't play football, so I wouldn't challenge you to a game at all.
You can. You never not beat a failure but a trial.
Well, that's true, but I'll lose. But anyway.
You're preempting what's going to happen. You never know.
At least one Jamey will win. That's fine.
Yes.
We'll take it there. All right, so let's talk about the UNICEF grant and the process of applying for the grant.
The process where we had to write to, I think it was SOI in the US, applying for this grant to train footballers, because that's my field where I feel like, because I came fourth, because our team came fourth in our Special Olympics, I said to myself, well, if I'm gonna do a grant, I have to be around football. So I write for the grant for football, as I don't want to ever think it's Special Olympics, go overseas to play football and come forth again. It just kind of happen under my watch.
I like that.
So I just decided, well, if you're going to get a grant, do it for football. We did it for football, train both school as best as we can. So then if let's say next year they say we're going to Atlanta, whatever, to play football, I can have a team go and say, guys, when you come back, don't come back here without the goal.
Ooh. Wow.
So you're working hard for that.
Yeah, working hard, absolutely hard as I can. I had coaches, mentors, directors, everybody involved, ensure that this is what I want to see. When we go out there, we don't come back with silvers, bronze. We always come back with gold. We don't come back with fourth or fifth place. It's just goals we come back with.
I could see why that Albert Einstein quote applies to you, because you're not seeing what is. You're not seeing fourth. You're seeing what can be, which is a victory. That's great.
That is so good. So when you got accepted for the grant, how did you feel?
I feel pretty okay, feeling happy with like at least the first half of my goal started. Then I have to go now and pursue the grant in the area I wanted and then deliver. So when I write back to who gave me the grant, they could say, oh, well, he did what he said he was going to do. And just to say this, I'm the first in the Caribbean. He had like 6, 7 different Caribbean countries had the grant. I'm the first. I think it is the first to finish their project and the grant.
How does that make you feel?
Congratulations.
And we're finishing in a quick time. He still have countries outstanding, haven't finished their project as yet.
How does that make you feel to know that?
Make me feel happy, like at least think it is on the top of the game, on the top of the list.
And that's due in part to your hard work. So that's great. You and the team.
Yeah.
And the players as well. As we talk about the project, Jamey, let's talk about the number of students that participated in the project.
It was 18 or 22? 22 at least.
22?
Yeah.
Did you have any that didn't play football before that you had to, take from grassroots level, basically?
All of them played at grassroots.
Okay. So it was a little easier for you because
so
you knew.
got through the.
You see why I would lose?
Why choose those schools though? The 2 schools?
Because if we want to make what they were. We want to do a mixed team.
Okay.
So like Special Olympics and another team, you mix them together to get a better football team.
Okay.
I got you.
Because when we played in the Championship Trophy, what I told you about, it was a mixed team. It was Cotton Thomas and Dr. William Connor.
Okay.
So we were both mixed. So he gave us a better balance to winning the game. So I kind of use the same strategy to win the next game.
Well, that makes sense. You know what works, so you're going and sticking with it.
Yeah.
All right. What are the skills that the students walk away with from the time with you?
Learn to dribble better, learn to pass, chest pass, foot pass. They walk away the more understanding of the game. And most of them, they walk away more respect, because I had to deal with a lot of them who didn't understand the role of respecting elders, respecting coaches. And sometimes I had to sit them down and outside of the football, sit down 1 or 2 of them and let them know, like, you have to learn to respect people in authority and stuff like that. He had one case where one of them walked with a knife to practice, and he had an ex-police with me, and we both sit him down and explain to him, like, if you continue this road, you'll get in trouble. So it wasn't about, when I see the level of respect, I had to take time out and deal with that, because I don't coach people with disrespect and don't get them into the field of respect and respect others. Sometimes I had to go to the head teachers and say, Jamey is not listening to respect, and yeah, he's not doing this. And the head teacher would then sit down with Jamey and get him to learn to respect more. And then next time he come back practice,
Better
he's
Jamey.
he's a better at doing that.
Nice.
Seems like you anticipate a problem with me if I could.
I like it.
No, that's cool. That's cool. You're actually saying something that I think we hear every time we speak with coaches and people who deal with athletes, which is that component of respect is so important that is one of the lessons that people carry away with. So athletics is important for that lesson.
Anyway, you're going sporting world, if you don't have respect, you will not make it. You have to have respect first before you play the game. Because then you're going to deal with coaches, you're going to deal with managers and stuff. If you get to the top level, you have to deal with your manager, you have to deal with sponsors, you have to deal with, all kind of different set of people. And if you don't have respect, if you're sponsoring me to do something and I pass on the road, I might not know you're the CEO of the company, and then I swear in bad word up and down, then you come on the practice field just to say, okay, let me see how they practice, and then you point me out to your coach, like, you don't have respect. Every time he in town, he's swearing all kind of bad word and stuff. I can't be sponsoring him on the team.
Right. So the career.
So then I have to deal with that at the early stage, because I don't know who is the CEO of who sponsor me. He's not saying he's CEO, so I could say, okay, well, he will deal with that. And like, okay, there are customer doing that, he like pass, but he's overseas. But if he fly down and I'm thinking, what if he fly down and up in the stadium and I don't know? And the training down there going on in their manner.
Yeah.
When I ask to sponsor again, these are things he might not, and this go to all clubs, and so you have to deal with respect at the start. You can't deal with it, leave it till last. Deal with it first, then practice after.
I like that. So I see you had a game where you gave out prizes. So what prizes did you give?
Best athlete, like in terms of respect and play the game. I gave out most improved, and I think it was who attended all practices.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's a way to motivate them to continue.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Brilliant. Who doesn't love a prize, though?
I know.
Especially young children.
Yeah.
All right. So over the course of 7 weeks, this is a lengthy period, Jamey, you hosted football training camps 2 days per week for students of the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School and the Irishtown Primary School. Let's talk about that process.
Well, the process started, when it started, as I say, I had to deal with the respect, because the first day you got some like, I pick up the disrespect early and dealt with that, and train. I had to deal with the original coaches didn't come, so I had to step in and coach myself. It was a back and forth. Sometimes I had to deal with rain interruption and all of that. It was pretty good.
The end result was good.
The result was good.
And I see your grant culminated with a match between the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School and the Irishtown Primary School. How were those games?
It was one game at the end of one game, and the Irishtown, it was a mix. Because why I find like a lot of them, when I practice matches, a lot of them used to tell me like, coach, I can't get him on my team. Coach, I can't get her on my team. I used to tell them, no, you have to work with what you have at a match, because the coach is going to select the best. You can't always get what you want when it comes to practice or a game, because if one of my things when I used to practice was, if you don't show up to the game and you show up, if you don't have the skill and he have the skill and he don't show up, don't expect when you show up at the game, he's going to play in front of you. So some of them never used to show up as often. So I kind of mix it where let's play the best and that sort of stuff.
Everybody gets a chance.
Everybody get the same equal chance.
And why did you feel the need to include male and females on the team?
Because female play football, and the more you expose female to football, is the better they get. You can't always put men on the team.
Cool.
And I want to see females reach the top level also.
Nice.
I just want to see females reach their full potential. And if they say they love the game, then I just include them and let them have fun. I coach them as hard as the men. I don't exclude coaching like to say, oh, he's a lady, so I'll give you a 1 lap and I give the men 3 laps.
I have to do 3 as well.
Yeah, you have to do 3.
Fair enough.
Love it.
Fair enough. I like that.
Nobody escaped. Nobody escaped my punishment.
Jamey says nobody escapes the punishment. Okay, Jamey, I'll take the punishment. I'll do the 3 laps.
I can see why your name is Jamey. That's all I'm going to say. Pretend so you're in the middle.
I realized. Oh my gosh.
Well, Jamey, thank you so much for coming by and sharing your experience with us. It's great to know that you're working so hard in football and you are accomplishing your goals. And we're going to keep an eye on you to see exactly how far you go.
Yeah.
When you bring that trophy back home, bring it here. We want to see it.
Please. The big shiny gold thing.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it with Jamey Mills. So much more in Good Morning SKN. Do stay tuned.
Get gifted now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
Hi. If you are a smoker, please pay attention to this message. According to the World Health Organization, there are 1.3 billion smokers in the world today, and tobacco kills 1 out of every 2 smokers. Did you know that there is enough nicotine in 5 cigarettes to kill an average adult if ingested whole? There are more than 7,000 chemicals in tobacco smoke, of which more than 250 are known to be harmful. More than 69 are known to cause cancer, and 16 are classified as Group 1 carcinogens. Smoking kills. Are you ignoring that warning every time you smoke? Please stop. Smoking can lead to severe health complications and even death. It affects almost every organ in the body, especially the lungs and heart. It raises blood pressure, increases blood clots, and increases the risk of stroke, heart attack, and cancer. It is hard to quit smoking, but it is not impossible. Don't let tobacco destroy you. Remember the 4 Ds to curb your tobacco cravings. 1. Delay. Set a time limit before you decide to smoke. 2. Drink water. Go get a drink before you do anything else. 3. Do something else. Have a goodie bag handy of other things to do. And 4. Deep breathing. Take at least 10 deep breaths every time you think about smoking. Quit smoking and live a longer and happier life. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health, St. Kitts and Nevis.
Yoshini Boy say representing for Good Morning SKN. Say good vibes, good energy, blessings and love. Voice rated.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It's time for us to loosen up, and we had quite a long holiday weekend, and we are missing it, so we'd like for it to come back. In any event, we want to know what your weekend was like. So if you feel free to hit us up in the comments, do that. Let us know what your weekend was like. I guess, Cortensia, you're going to tell me what your weekend was like. I'm going to tell you, or I'm supposed to tell you what my weekend was like. We're going to find out if I do.
Okay. I cleaned, and cleaned.
Not even January yet. Okay.
No, but I just don't want to do this thing in January, so I changed my mind.
Oh, okay. So you did it.
No shade today.
Okay. Just asking. You said. You know.
I finished the front room on Christmas Eve night, and then I finished the kitchen in totality yesterday. So I have 2 more rooms to go because of the 3. The 2 are the worst. Oh, I'm talking my business up. Yeah, that was my week. Oh yes, and I cooked on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I don't know how I can recover from that. That's what you said. It's like, yeah, you did that. All right.
Yeah.
As for me, what did I do? I don't know. I did stuff around the house. Watched TV a lot, like I normally do. Yeah. Caught up on Netflix, like I like to do. Hardly watched any holiday movies, which I started to watch finally last night.
Okay.
And I got about 10 minutes into it before I turned it off. Because there were always so many other exciting things to do, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Why do we sound like ageable people?
Speak for yourself.
Because you see, I'm not calling us old, I said ageable.
I said speak for yourself.
But we both sound like, that's how it went.
But that's how it went. I mean, after a while,
my
you
gosh.
get used to so many Christmases, and they don't hold the same appeal as they do for younger people.
They get boring, although I still want a Christmas tree. Maybe I'll get me one next year.
Oh.
Yeah, get me my Christmas tree. And then maybe I'll feel, because I found this this compilation of music that I used to listen to in Ghana when I was a kid. And I didn't even realize it was from an era where 78, so it was 4 years before I was even born. And imagine I grew up on this stuff. And I found it, and then it put me into the cleaning mode even more. And I'm like, why didn't I find this before Christmas? And then maybe I would have had more of a Christmas spirit. Because guys, I'm like over Christmas, yeah. I guess I've grown. Yeah, so I was wishing. So next year, now that I've found it, guys, guess what's gonna happen? She's gonna play it earlier. Yes. Yeah, it's gonna work out.
If there is a playlist that gets you to clean, that playlist needs to be publicized to help so many other people.
But what works for me may not work for them.
You never know who helps somebody else.
It transported me back to the younger days of polishing the floor and being excited about putting up the curtains. Well, not excited, because it was like, if you don't put up the curtain, you'll get your tail beat. So it was like slave work, but the music helped you with the slave work. Yes. So yeah.
You did not just call your parents slave drive. Never mind. You did.
That's the truth.
I didn't hear that.
That's the truth. Why should I not speak the truth? They said the truth just set you free. It's like, if you didn't do it, you're in trouble. You don't polish the floor and see what happened to you. Your gift would have been extradited to the next country from under that tree. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Did you explore? Safe topics here. Did you explore any of your favorite hobbies?
No, guys. I literally just cleaned. It was just a cleaning session. Even Uncle said, you plan to stop? Like, I would clean till after 10 and 11 in the night, guys. That's how bad it was.
I see.
But last night, I finished the kitchen around after 7. Yeah, so that didn't go too long.
I'm disappointed. This is the first Christmas in which, well, gotta be the first Christmas in several that I've not had any eggnog.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on. I just realized that I didn't have any.
You had sorrel though?
No. I'm not really a lover of sorrel.
Oh, I had me some glasses of sorrel. I had to have me some sorrel and some Guyanese pepper pot and some homemade bread for my Guyanese nation that watches. Wink, wink.
I seriously am going to get some eggnog.
Not out of the box, I hope you go home and make it. There are lots of recipes online.
Why would I make something that's readily available? I'm sorry.
No!
Do I look like I want to make my life more complicated or more difficult?
How is it complicated, Jamie? No, you have to go make that for yourself.
Make eggnog?
Jamie, just make 1 cup. No, picking it up from a can or a box is not the same. Make your own. Throw in your own little juice. You got some juice the other day, so throw in some of that juice and mix up your egg and your milk and your cinnamon and your nutmeg. Juice it up, man. Make your own thing.
I'm gonna pivot to you. Make your own rum.
No, not make your own rum.
Exactly.
Make your own eggnog with a dash of some high hibiscus rum. Come on, Jamey.
I thought you said hi. Never mind. My mind went to places that should not have gone when you said that. With your own hi.
Oh my God. Jamey, I'm not even thinking about that.
What are you talking about?
You are trying to get me to be fined on television, aren't you?
Like, what are you talking about? Anybody remember that song by Afro Man?
I guess.
Yeah, okay. Does anybody remember that song from Afro Man? Do you know what I'm talking about? You guys don't know what I'm talking about? Hortensia just said it. It was the high. Just Google that, okay? And it was actually very catchy. I found myself singing it even though I could not relate to any of the words.
Afro Man, and remember the Locks had a song like that, or was it Jada Kiss? I get high,
because
but it wasn't that high.
Basically, that was the thing. And you just brought that back because you talked
the
about
wrong guys.
hot.
Jamie's making me cry. Jamie's gonna make me mess up my makeup.
Oh my gosh.
So did you explore any of your hobbies?
This is really what happens, Hortensia? Really? Add your own high?
Oh my God.
I want to watch whatever it is. Guys, we need to watch what's in her cup, okay? Please. Make sure that she doesn't bring her own eye after this, because God knows what that could lead to.
There's nothing in my cup. Oh my gosh.
That's more I guess you could say, I don't know, it depends. You know, I'm just
watching your Netflix.
Doing what I do. That's it.
I guess. Yeah.
What I do. You have a favorite Christmas gift?
I don't know. No. No.
You don't have a favorite Christmas gift?
No.
Okay. Yeah, mine is time. So the holiday weekend was great. That was my gift. Thank you very much for time.
So you gave them time and they gave you back time?
Did I give you guys time? Well, you weren't watching us, so that was great. And I got time because you weren't watching us, so that's even better. Thank you very much for that. We're back here. But hey, those priceless things, time.
Yeah.
Yeah, my favorite one.
I didn't get to spend much time with family, although I went over a little bit and then I left. But I didn't go over Christmas Day because, I did go over Christmas Day for like a few minutes and then I left. Go back to my house to cook my food. Yeah, and then I went over there yesterday morning again to get to style some pepper pot, and I ate over there because I didn't have homemade bread by my house. So yeah, so I spent some time with them. Yeah, my favorite dish, pepper pot. Yeah, what's yours, Jamey?
Do I have one favorite Christmas dish? I don't know that I have a favorite Christmas dish. Honestly, ham is not a dish. It's something that's on the plate.
It could be considered something because it's on a big dish before it actually disappears. You know,
ham is not a dish.
Ham is not a dish? How is ham not a dish? The ham is part of a dish.
Yes, as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. So the ham that's on the dish, you're just on the dish until they're done with you.
This is like the day when you don't ever want to eat what you eat all year, which is like chicken. Yeah.
I did a whole roast one, guys, because surprisingly, one of the guys, Uncle don't eat ham anymore, and surprisingly, my husband said, "Oh, I don't want ham." I was like, "Huh? Who are you?" Yeah. So, but I was glad though, because there's a lot of cooking, and I wasn't about that life. Yeah.
No, you were just about the cleaning.
Yeah, which I have to continue before the new year. So I have a goal. Dun dun dun. Not today though. Today's R&R.
Rest and relaxation.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you have it, guys. That's what we did for this long holiday weekend. And to be honest with you, this is just between us. I'm so looking forward to the next one. I can't wait for it.
Listen, I was thinking that we should get Wednesday next week. Like, they should consider that Sunday is New Year's, which goes to Monday. And then since Monday is supposed to be the first day, it should go to Tuesday. And then the Tuesday should go to Wednesday. So we don't come back until Thursday. You understand the logic?
I understood none of that. If you did.
Guys, I'm trying to buy it the next day.
You're just asking for an extra day.
Yeah. So I'm working it out. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. That's you. Work it out, Cortez. You work it out.
Oh, guys, stay tuned. Much more on Good Morning SKN after this. And don't forget to tell us what you did during your Christmas Day.
Children, how can you tell a tsunami coming?
Teacher me.
Sammy?
My mother said when uncle jump in the pool and the water spoosh out, that's how you tell a tsunami coming.
Settle down, children. Settle down. Do you remember our tsunami song?
Yes!
Uncle not here and the other shake.
Hush your mouth.
Daddy, Uncle not here and the cigar.
Who cares? You don't see all them free fish? Quick, give me the bag.
This is how you tell us tsunami I come. Teacher says so. I would have failed in school, you know.
Sammy, come, let me go. They would have failed anyhow. Let me run, see Sammy.
When growing your savings, where you save matters more than you think. Dare to compare and see for yourself why you should start saving and investing at First Federal Credit Union. You don't have to settle for cents. Let your money make sense. Reap a higher return by stashing your cash in a high-yield savings account or term deposit and earn up to 4% interest on your money. At First Federal, we say yes.
Cheers.
An exotic experience.
I eat some veggies for dinner. Let me just check the amount of sodium in this can. Oh no, this is too much. Let me try our next option. They did say it's healthy to consume less salt. This is much better. I am salt smart.
Good morning, SKN. Wagwan. Yo, this Benz lad coming to you live from Jamaica. You see it already, see me? See me, I say Caribbean people stand up and I love this. This show is very important. You understand me? Yeah, man. Studio 327. Benz lad, say big up. See me, I say. I'm the whole innocent crew. Yeah, man. More love.
Yesterday was the much anticipated National Carnival Swimwear Pageant where 4 contestants went head to head for the title of National Carnival Swimwear Queen. So, Jamey, have you ever been to one of these pageants?
Not physically.
I've not physically been. I've not on YouTube been. I've not been.
You missed it. Spiritually, I've been there.
But
mentally, I've been there.
I've not been anyhow to anyone, but next year. Next year, I'm going to gear up to go to every single thing. As I said, I'm going to start playing my music early to get me in the vibes. Yeah. So what about other pageants? Have you attended any other pageants, the Talented Queen, the Miss St. Kitts, etc., etc.?
I haven't attended Miss St. Kitts in years, but I'm not really a pageant goer.
Okay.
There are some of us who just wait for the results. Like, we're not really into this sort of thing. You know what I mean? We'll go, but it's not like, wow.
How about a Mr. Cool? Have you been to Mr. Cool when Mr. Cool
like
was
I said,
in?
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
Exactly.
I've always attended the Miss St. Kitts when I could. Well, until I left the island, and then getting back to some of the Miss St. Kitts were hard because when you are junior on your list, you have to let the senior girls get the day off, and you just have to go work. Yeah. So, but I've been to a few Miss St. Kitts. Yeah. And I'm looking forward to going to that one tonight. Yes, looking forward to that. So in this segment of In the Spirit of Sugar Mass, Jamey and I will be providing commentary on highlighted clips for a few segments of the National Carnival Swimwear Pageant last night. So Jamey, here goes. Are you ready? Let me get comfortable
I'm never
here.
ready for anything like this. You guys are actually going to be listening to my comment. Wow.
Good comment.
Wait for it.
Oh man. Okay, we're ready.
Scary stuff.
We're ready. Yeah, I propped my foot and everything. Jamey said propped it.
I want a song. These are Katie Harrigan.
Nice.
That's the Soul Printers. I feel like it's Thanksgiving.
But Jamey, did you ever know that like a swimsuit can have a there's a particular swimsuit that they wear as an evening gown swimsuit. So it's very fashionable, but it's not gowny. But this is lovely though. I love the feathers.
Well, feathers are a thing in St. Kitts, as we were told, even down to her shoes.
Ooh! Look at this.
Neville Douglas, contestant number 2 as well.
Ooh,
This one
and
is
you
a
know
little more
red.
revealing. This one is a lot more revealing, actually.
A lot more revealing, but it's pretty. It matches her body too. She's in shape. Can we exchange, Novella? She's gonna be nope. I worked too hard. I'm not taking that from you. I love it though. And red always seems to be the winning color. Ooh.
All right, so here's Caroline Gale, contestant number 3, Miss Carambola White Sands.
Nice.
Miss Carambola White Sands.
What flowers are those? Are those our national flowers? This is cute. Ooh, Jamey, this is lovely.
Actually, it's more intricate than I thought. I couldn't guess that from the back. This one as well.
Ooh.
Oriana Freeman,
this.
contestant number 4.
This is taking me back to China. It has some dragon feel. It has the fire feel. Ooh, this is gorgeous. No, Jamey, next year I'm on. I'm on them all. It amazes me how they transform this stage every time there's a pageant though, right?
She's deviated because there were no feathers there that I could tell.
Exactly,
So
but she has the
definitely deviated from the
tassels.
norm.
She has the tassels. Those were lovely. And orange is my favorite color. And it matched her skin tone. So that's lovely. Wow.
Hard to say who the winner was there, and thankfully I wasn't a judge, so that works. Thankfully I wasn't a judge. And,
Okay.
ooh, all right. Identical swimmer.
Up next, identical swimmer. Let's see. That
This
didn't just
is-
happen.
This is when they're twinning or quadrupling. This is actually the more difficult segment, I think, because if they're an identical swimmer.
I know. It all comes down to body type, though. What do you think?
It comes down to a lot of things. It depends on the criteria. She's definitely confident. Arcadia is.
Very, yeah. I wonder when you're picking, right, and you get number 1. How does that feel? Ooh, he's nice. Like I said, Novella won't trade bodies with me at all. He'd be like, you got too much work to do today. Or too little work. See, I'm gonna think it's too little work. I like, guys, you realize how silent Jamey get during these conversations? Like, you are not taking me to jail with you. I will not say a word.
You're literally asking me to comment on women's bodies on live television and put my commentary out there.
Ooh.
For infinity.
For infinity, yeah.
I'm gonna be safe here.
You surely are gonna be safe. But she looks lovely, Jamey, though. She looks, yeah, she looks lovely. So far, I would give her the swimsuit. She's giving me va 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 boom. She is selling as well. Yeah. She has just the right amount of everything.
Wow,
Oh,
okay,
this is nice.
you feel free to say that. That's you. Say whatever you want.
I guess because I'm a lady, I can say she has the right amount of everything.
Sounds like a recipe.
Well, she had the if she wanted, she had the recipe. How about that?
And the right amount versus the what amount, Cortezia?
She had the right quantity.
Versus what? What's the alternative?
Versus she just had the right quantity. Jamey, you think you're gonna put me in infinity and beyond with stuff like that? You were trying to, you see? No, no, Jamey, no.
All right, we've got glitz and glam coming up.
So this glitz and glam apparently is the evening wear of the swimsuit. Yeah, the evening wear of the swimwear, because it's like, I remember Ngozi's evening wear of the swimwear last year. Hers was gorgeous, and it was red too. I don't know, something about red just says win. You know, that's why our blood is red, because we're winning at life. Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's your version of it. Okay, I get it. Okay, there you go.
Because if we don't have red blood running in our bodies, we won't be alive, right?
You do have white blood cells as well. And
Jamey, come on. You know what I'm not talking about cells now. Why you gotta go so deep into the science? I'm talking about the red blood running through our veins. With the white blood cells, but the red blood. So now we are going to comment on the evening wear of the swimsuit.
Anybody with the right quantities of whatever, Cortez here? Want to anticipate that?
Ooh, you see? Fashion. You see how it's glitzy and glammy like the gowns, but it's really not a gown.
Okay, he's really confident though.
Of course. Okay. You gotta sell it, Jamey. If you don't believe in what you're selling, who's gonna buy it? No, Desiree sold us Bacchanalia so well, so Arcadia is doing her thing here. Sell on. But sell on don't sound too good. Sell on sounds wrong, right?
Listen, this is gorgeous though.
Ooh. She even has her, ooh la la. Ooh. Shucks me. And their modeling is thebomb.com. Oh.
I feel like you're giving that website a lot of publicity.
Oh man, thebomb.com? Oh, they're in Hollywood. I love it. Ooh. Ooh, The Great Gatsby. She brought that back. She got a shimmering fur.
So with the evening, with the glitz and glam segment.
Everything is in the right place, Jamey. See why I said what I said? Yeah, she has it. Oh, let me see Torian's. Ooh. I like the back.
This is so fascinating for me to watch because all I'm thinking about is literally like, where's the rest of the outfit?
Because this is,
and I get it. That's the irony of it. That's the irony of it. It's like, because I felt like the previous ones were like top heavy in terms of the outfit. Like there was so much going on here and I'm looking for the balance.
You mean in the swimsuit?
Yes.
In the evening wear part of it?
Yeah, and this glitz and glam. Because you've got the glitz and glam right here. And then it's like, okay, let's offset it. What are we going to offset it? Where's the balance? And it's like, oh, well, that's just the end of it.
But number two had number
guess.
two's kind of had a little juice. Well, except for her train.
And by the way, when I'm talking about proportion, I'm talking about the outfit, nothing else. None other. All right.
My co-host kills me.
Hey, can never be too safe. So here we go. The contestant that was victorious was Miss Caroline Gale. Here's a highlight clip of her performance throughout the pageant.
Nice. But if I had to give anybody in the glitzy part, it would have been the one in the green swimsuit. Well, the green evening wear. I like that. That looks That looked very nice.
I love that. They're all swimsuits, aren't they? Some of them you don't want to get wet.
Jamey, work with me here. Like her ponytail. Did I mention that before? Ooh.
She's got a little shoulder movement.
I know. And she can walk. She can walk. You know the song, walk. Well, that song people used to model. Ooh, there goes my earring. Aww. Oh my gosh. That lady didn't smile. She didn't realize the camera was on her. Aww. Ooh. Can I do some comments on Minister Hanley? I love his outfit. His knees are giving vibe.
I don't think that we were supposed to comment on the minister's outfit, but hey, do your best.
Minister Hanley will get me when he sees me. I'm gonna say your knees were giving vibe. He's gonna get me, but I love the colors. And congratulations to the winners and commiserations to the runners-up.
Up next, what's happening?
No cash, no card, no problem. Dad, embrace the freedom.
What will it take to grab the attention of someone with the power to make your dream come true? 7 hopeful entrepreneurs in search of the finances necessary to take their ideas to the next level.
This is their lives, right? This is their business.
4 savvy businesses ready to make it pragmatic.
People, if you can't help yourself, first you make the dollar and you give the dollar.
Why you take your business offline?
I really feel that you need to do a little bit more research.
Very knowledgeable. Super knowledgeable.
You have a great idea and a great concept. I think you'd be snapped up by Disney.
If you have a job someplace, it means that if something is not working, you can walk away.
Who will invest?
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Thank you. And who will be sent home with nothing? I am your host, Kevin Hope.
Get gifting now with the newest arrivals in Caribana's clothing department. We've got outfits for all your holiday occasions, party and fete attire, shoes, bags, and more. Shop at Caribana, where family comes first.
Yo, what up? It's your boy N Richie right here at Studio 327. I'm here to give you the promo that you guys need because this is something special for St. Kitts. I'm telling you, tune in to Good Morning SKN, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and on Moment Channel 4. Also, I realize nobody else is doing this. Follow the Good Morning SKN Instagram at Good Morning SKN and the Studio 327 Inc. Instagram. Follow us on YouTube and Facebook. This is pretty long, but follow us and yeah.
Welcome back to Good Morning SKN. It is time to let you know what's happening. And on the list, well, apparently we are on the list.
Big things.
St. Kitts makes the Forbes top 5 travel destinations for 2023. So this top destinations list was generated by leading travel companies around the world, and our lush island of St. Kitts is ranked as one of the list's top destinations alongside Dominica, Mexico, Japan, and Madagascar.
I like to move it.
Wow. So we are in the top 5. That is quite a feat.
5. One hand.
And I think what is surprising to me is that, okay, we are in the top 5. St. Kitts, not St. Kitts and Nevis. So the islands have been separated here, it seems. Apart from that, Nevis is not on the list. And that's interesting to me because I always say that Nevis is very quaint, and if I had to choose, unfortunately, I don't have to choose, fortunately for me, but if I had to, in terms of what I would look for in a travel destination for tranquility, etc., I would think that Nevis would top that list. So this is actually refreshing news for those of us here on St. Kitts, that we are in the top 5. That's great. Maybe Nevis will be there next year if they do this again next year.
Yeah.
This is great.
Or but they say St. Kitts, so they're not grouping us as a destination.
That's what's implied there, right. So it's an island. That's good for us, though. Good for our tourism product.
Indeed.
Good for our visibility. That's great.
Numero dos. Or maybe not.
I don't know if we're the second one. We're in the top 5. It's possible that we are. Either way, we are in the top 5.
Or we may be number 1.
The only other Caribbean territory there is Dominica.
Wow.
So that's great.
We like to move it.
Alrighty, so good news for us, even better news for you that we're almost done. But before we go,
I don't think they want us to go just yet. I think they'll miss us.
Like I was saying, we want to thank you for joining us today for another edition of Good Morning SKN. Inviting you, of course, to tune in daily to find a little bit of that thing that you're going to be looking for. Hopefully you found it today.
Yep.
So if you did, get your friends and family to watch and keep watching. In case you didn't, you might get more, but more. So remember to follow us on our social media platforms, including Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Facebook and YouTube is, no, not me, Cortensia. Facebook and YouTube is Studio 327 Inc. And Instagram is at Good Morning SKN. So like, subscribe, follow, and share, and be sure to check out our website. I say this every day, www.studio327inc.com to learn more about GMSKN, and I bet you could finish it for me. Yes, in Studio 327.
And as we always say, leave us a comment and let us know what was your favorite part of today's show. Did you like our commentary? Yes. So see you tomorrow on Thursday. Yes, no, just Thursday at 8 a.m. when you will start your morning with us right here at Good Morning SKN. As usual, guys, thank you for watching and have a great Wednesday without Whiskermas, and see you tomorrow. Bye.